Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Bad Guy 05. This terrible man here. I should change it to, the Good Guy 05, I can't change it to that because the reason why I even set that name in the first place. But like, what I'm doing today, this is terrible. Kind of, not really though. I'm about to swap this desk here, over here, and this here. Maybe somewhere else, I don't know yet. But I'm going to do some reorganizing here. So here's what I got to do. So first I'm going to turn this off. So this here, so I'm on Chrome OS Flex. And this is William McKinley at home. It's McKinley right there. Shut down. There, turn this off. Now the moving process must begin. Now, I will have to position my phone. And also, sorry that the resolution is 1024 by 768. I'm doing this to reduce the file size of the video so I'll have enough space on my phone. Because this might be the largest video on the longest video on the Bad Guy 05. So be prepared for a long video. I have no idea where to start, but like, all I'm gonna say is this video is likely gonna be the longest on my channel. So yeah, expect that. I'm try to move it back as far as possible while still getting a good view. Hey guys, so this is why they call me John Nance Garner. So what I'm gonna do is I gotta move all this stuff over here. Gotta at least move it out the way. My hoodie, I'm gonna hang it up. It's different from my choir hoodie. These kind bars here, they're my kind bars, so yeah. Gotta move my shoes out the way, maybe put something under my bed. Since I don't need this gaming chair, I'll put it under my bed. I'm trying to slide it under there, guys. There it fits. I knew it was gonna fit. Move this my backpack out the way. And this over here. Actually, no, I'm gonna hang my backpack on the hook too. Along with my hoodie. That's where to start. Next, I have to move other things out the way. Have to move these things here. And also, this is my backpack from last year, 7th grade. Other backpack here, school backpack that I used most of the year until I changed that other one I got. Because I hadn't utilized it much. Now this here, this is a trash can. It's a small one, and I used this at some point with no trash bag, and it started to get terrible smells. And by the way, all that happened before I even made this channel. I made this first video on this channel on definitely back in August, and I think a few days before 7th grade started, and I'm already almost done with 7th grade. And also my birthday has passed already on March 14th, so now I'm in 8th grade. And in 8th grade, I've gone a long way. I'm already don't think very highly, but also, the fact that I've gotten into history and merged Miku with it to create the worst fan fictions. Trust me, I've made a lot of bad ones. I downloaded the MHTML files. Have I done that? Yup. Wasn't very great. And I'm too much of a simp for Miku, and I like history too much. So that causes me to, that makes it one of the only things I talk about. And since then, I'm starting to talk a lot less. But today I'm going to try to generate some words into existence. So I could fill in a bunch of empty space. Just going to find any trash back here and I'm going to throw it in there. Gotta make sure I didn't leave a thumbtack in this when I took it down. I might hang up. I knew I left a thumbtack in this. I'm so glad I caught that right now. That's why I threw it back there, because I was too scared if I touched it randomly I'd get stabbed by a thumbtack, and I found it. Perhaps there might be another one of them. There was another one. I don't think I finished looking at this yet. Now, this is gonna go into here. Let me go make sure the camera is doing its thing. I'm surprised that's even standing up at all. It's literally being held up by nothing but itself. Not really. So now, the second hardest part comes. I gotta move this stuff. No, move this. It's real big. It's real heavy too. It's like probably 300 pounds. And I'm very weak for my age. And I don't know what my height would be. I wish I knew where a measuring tape was so I could measure that. See, I think I'm gonna put this back into a fort like I went before. Forgot I threw out this thing that I made at school a few days ago back there. I don't need this, so I'm just gonna drop it in there. Watching me struggle with this is crazy. Jefferson Davis, you can call me David. Sorry, the video cut off because it was on 3%, the phone was, and I forgot to plug it in before the video started. I literally talked to Corey about that. I don't know how I forgot that. But let's continue. Jefferson Davis, you can call me Jefferson Davis. Jefferson Davis, you can call me Davis. 4 big guys, and Robert E. Lee, one of them. I'm the president of the Confederacy. You can be a Confederate and not be racist also, because we are the Confederacy. And we broke from the Union. The Union, they are the other side. America, Civil War, 1864 to 1865. Can't move this. Jefferson Davis and Robert E. Lee, Stonewall Jackson, and those guys. We don't like the Union, 'cause they have William T. Sherman, Ulysses S. Grant, James Longstreet. Oh, wait, how did I remember James Longstreet but none of the others? Other than William T. Sherman and some other men. Alright, next step, move my desk. So what I gotta do is I gotta unplug all this stuff here. Gotta separate all the wires. I also gotta make sure the camera reaches back here for when I'm gonna move the desk. It will. My name is actually James Longstreet. Cause why do they call me James Longstreet? Cause I come from a long street. James Longstreet. I can't believe that's the name of one of the generals. Because he comes from a street, and that street is a long street. So therefore he's James Longstreet. That was a good one, in my opinion, at least. I'm gonna put all this stuff back together somehow. A huge box of wires and devices and stuff. This thing here. This I don't need. Gotta unplug this too. There, it's all on top of the desk. Find a way to make it work. Because I'm going to move it all at once. I'm not going to take anything off. I'm all about efficiency here. Then I'm going to rotate it. Oh, nothing really. No. Richard Nixon, call me Richard Nixon. What? Gerald Ford, you can call me Ford. I'm a Ford, I am not a Lincoln. Gonna have to find a way to close up this window here and not let any of this light pass through because I don't like the natural lighting. It sucks. I think that's what I'm gonna do anyways. Move it right here. I wonder if the camera could even see me back there still. I mean, I'm pretty sure it can't see me because my name's James and I'm from a long street, which is why they call me James Longstreet. Gotta make sure the closet door can still open so people can get in there. Even though I'm realistically the only one who should be allowed to go in there because it's mine. Anyways, guys, the American Civil War, I'm gonna name all the battles in it that I have from memory. Let's see. Fort Sumter, Battle of Bull Run, first one. Second Battle of Bull Run, Shiloh, Antietam, Vicksburg, Gettysburg, Appomattox. Wait, no, Appomattox wasn't a battle. Chancellorsville, Longstreet. Oh, wait, that's not a battle. Why do I keep saying James Longstreet? I've barely ever thought about that guy. Just that he has a funny name. And that William Tecumseh Sherman pretty much destroyed the planet, what he did. Imagine William T. Sherman destroyed the planet. Imagine he accidentally invented the nuclear bomb 80 years earlier just so he could blow up the Confederacy. If he accidentally made it. And if the largest president, William Taft, if he accidentally invented Burger King 50 years earlier just so he can have a Whopper, that'd also be pretty funny. That'd have to happen. We got my old Acer right here that I essentially do not use anymore because I got that more powerful one. Might still use it in the future for like experimenting with old hardware. I mean, it does only have one RAM stick. I gotta put this. Doesn't fit. Ugh. There we go. There's that. Gonna go back here. And they call me James because I come from a long street. The street I come from is long. I need to stop joking about that man. George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams and Jackson, Martin Van Buren, William Henry Harrison, John Taylor, James K. Polk, Zachary Taylor, Mel Farmer, Franklin Pierce, James Buchanan, Abraham Lincoln, Andrew Johnson, Ulysses S. Grant, Rutherford B. Hayes, James Garfield, Chester Ray Arthur, Grover Cleveland, Benjamin Harrison, Grover Cleveland, William McKinley, Theodore Roosevelt, William Taft, Woodrow Wilson, Taft, Woodrow Wilson, Ward G. Harding, Calvin Coolidge, Herbert Hoover, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman, Dwight D. Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, Lyndon B. Johnson, Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, George H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Donald Trump. The guy with the basketball hoop on his head, you can call him Lee. I'm about to beat that thing into a million pieces. Because William Peckham Sue Sherman will destroy the planet. I don't know. I've run out of things to do. I mean, let me shove this in there. Just gonna go in there. Gotta go put these wires over here. Now I gotta move my phone over here so I could show you all what I'm doing, and the reason why they call me John Nance Garner and not John C. Breckinridge. Come on, this ain't right. How do I even pull this back? I can't. I just need to plug this in here because my phone was charging, and right now it's on 7%. I don't want to risk anything bad, like the loss of the video. So there's my chair over there. And Andrew Jackson created the Trail of Tears to kick the Cherokee Indians from Georgia back to their land in Oklahoma, and he killed many Indians because Andrew Jackson's racist. That's why I like Andrew Jackson, because he's racist, and I'm racist too. Or am I? I am Confederate, but the thing is, you can be Confederate without being racist. I kept on talking about that at school yesterday in choir, and everyone kept on arguing to me that that wasn't true. But as a Confederate myself, I can prove to you that that is indeed true. And I do live in Texas, which was a former Confederate state. So yeah, there's even more lore there. And I still gotta plug this in. The American Civil War, 1861 to 1865. That was the American Civil War. Project Diva on my PS4. There is 4 big guys, and I've taken their meat. James Longstreet. If there's a James Longstreet, then is there also a James Short Street? That's the real question. Oh, That thing, I unplugged it and stayed on for like 3 seconds. I'm not gonna do it again though. I don't want to risk any data corruption on that thing, even though I do something like that almost pretty much every single time. Not this time though, even though I just did it just now. Put that in between there. The laptop charger there. And then grab this PS4 controller charger and USB. I'm gonna put the laptop through here. That's why they call me John S. Gardner. A pencil where I shaved the wood off? I don't know where to put that. I guess over there. Can't move it very far. What I do? Oh yeah, I left something over there. HDMI. There's one more thing I forgot. No, there isn't. Never mind. Where's there? No, there isn't. Gonna plug this HDMI in. Because it likes to act weird about this particular thing here. It likes to press in like that. So yeah, there, I fixed it there. And all my lights, I need to add them specifically inside here, so it's more like a gaming corner. If I didn't already have it enough like a gaming corner. I'm gonna unplug this now so I can go loose. Like a mother that has hoose. Whatever I just said. Wait a second. It's split like among the half. Alright, I'm gonna put the PS3 out there. Because the hard drive's broken. My mom's ordering a new one finally. Hey. Just putting the PS3 out here for now.
Want cheese on them?
Oh yeah, I knew I was forgetting something. My gaming chair. Turn off the lights here. There. Now I just have to add the sheet around this. It's not done yet, but I'm done removing stuff.